Recently, I took GMAT and received 710 points, which is nothing special, but it is a relatively decent score considering I only had a couple of months to prepare. I did not pay for any courses or tutors because sadly I did not have the budget for that. Instead, I used a website called GMAT Club. It was recommended to me by a friend who had received a crazy score of 770 points. And thanks to GMAT Club, I was able to prepare in time and even get into the business school of my choice. I personally believe that GMAT Club is the best free resource out there to prepare for GMAT. And with this video, I would like to quickly show you how to use this website, especially if you're beginning, so that you could get the most use out of GMAT Club. So why GMAT Club is so useful? Well, to begin with, it is an excellent resource for GMAT questions. There are several ways how you can search for questions. You could do it by clicking on GMAT, practice question banks, and then choosing the tags that are the most relevant for you and pressing search. Or you could do it by clicking on forum and then choosing the question type of your interest. For the sake of example, I will choose critical reasoning questions. As you can see, we are met with a bunch of posts. Not all of those posts are questions, but most of them are. And you can also apply some filters by choosing options from these three boxes right here and pressing filter. Also, in general, it is always a good idea to sort questions by views, kudos, or replies, since then you will see the posts that have the most valuable comments and explanations next to them. For the sake of example, I will sort them by views. And then you can just pick any question that interests you and start solving it. Every time you solve a question, you can, and I think you should, use the GMAT timer, this thing right here. This is an amazing tool because it records your time and your answer every time you answer a question. Furthermore, you can even add some notes by clicking on My Notes and writing whatever you want, like, "You idiot, you should not solve questions while you are drunk," say. Now, where do the notes and your answer and all that information go? Well, all of this information is summarized in a thing called an error log. This error log can be accessed by clicking on your profile name and then clicking on My Error Log. And if you do not know what is an error log, in short, it is a very useful tool for tracking and measuring your preparation process. In fact, most of GMAT experts out there will tell you that you must have an error log. Now, if you had to make an error log on your own, this would probably mean opening a new Excel spreadsheet, writing the question type, writing the date, the time it took for you to answer that question, your answer, the correct answer, and then adding some notes like why did you make this mistake and how you can avoid making this mistake in future. GMAT Club does all of that tedious work for you. As you can see in your personal error log, you have the topic where the question is written, you have the question type, you have the date, the time it took for you to answer that question, your answer, the correct answer, and the notes that you have added after answering that question. And if you're an Excel type, you can download all of this data in an Excel file by clicking download Excel. And then afterwards you can of course apply some sort of high-tech machine learning algorithm to figure out how to stop making mistakes. So basically, GMAT Club gives you access to hundreds and hundreds of questions completely for free, and then it gives you a great way of summarizing all of your question data in your personal error log. However, the best part of GMAT Club, in my opinion, is not in the questions itself. The best part of GMAT Club is actually in the expert replies. Let me explain what I mean by this. Usually, below each question, there is a decent explanation on how to solve that question. And this explanation is usually written either by an expert or a really good GMAT student. As you can see right here, we have almost an entire article written by a GMAT expert on how to properly solve that question. And that is extremely valuable because basically you get tutoring for free. You have a tutor, a GMAT expert, give you an explanation on how to solve the question, give you the best strategy on how to solve that question, give you the tips and tricks on how to avoid common pitfalls and how to save time. All of that is essential if you want to get a good score from GMAT. And all of that cannot be found in the official guides because let's be honest, official guide explanations are quite crappy. Now, usually the best expert reply is marked with this yellow heading that says the best expert reply. And as you might have guessed, the best community reply is marked with this green heading, the best community reply. Now, you will not always find these headings, but usually the comments that have the most likes or bookmarks will be the most useful. And if you have some additional questions that haven't been answered by this expert or this community reply, you can always post your question in the general discussion and someone might answer it and help you out. In fact, you should never forget that GMAT Club is a community which is full of excellent GMAT tutors, students, and experts. And if you have some sort of an issue or a question, you can always reach out to this community, either by sending a private message to an expert of your choice or starting a new discussion. Furthermore, if you are an active member and contribute to this community with helpful posts, comments, you can earn kudos, which are basically points that give you various perks and rewards and even access to GMAT Club tests for free. Also, in addition to having hundreds of free questions, GMAT Club is also full of other excellent free resources such as videos, blog posts, ebooks, templates. There is a thing called GMAT Question of the Day, where each day they will send you a question to your email that you can solve. Also, there is a GMAT Club app that you can download on your smartphone, and that way you will be able to access the website wherever you are, in your bed, in your garden, in your toilet. You can look for these free resources by clicking on GMAT and then choosing the topic of your interest. As you can see here, we have free detailed GMAT study plans, flashcards, tools, essay templates, and even a list of useful free trials of paid GMAT courses that you can try out. Another way how you can access these resources is through the forum section. Here you can find posts on various topics like reading comprehension, problem solving, data sufficiency, test-taking strategies, etc. Once again, it is a good idea to rank posts by kudos or views, as this can help you to find the most valuable posts. And on the top of the forum in the announcements section, usually you can find really good posts that you should definitely check out. And lastly, you should definitely check out the so-called mega threads, which are collections of great, useful material and relevant questions. And in my opinion, each mega thread can be considered as a free online course on a particular GMAT topic, like reading comprehension, sentence correction, and so on. I have actually left links in the description for the main key mega threads that I think are worth checking out, and I also left links for most of the things I have mentioned in this video. Overall, GMAT Club is an excellent resource that you should definitely check out. There is no way I would have made it without this website. I hope that this short tutorial was helpful, and good luck with your preparation.